Hey guys, it's Raj here, your boy from the For the High School Student YouTube channel, and I hope you're having a blessed day. So starting off, I'll tell you a bit about my day. So right now I'm at my house. I'm actually recording this video with my friends in the room. I have another buddy over here, but I can't turn the camera. Today is my friend's mom's birthday, so they're at my house for some reason. We're not at his house, so they're at my house, and we're recording a YouTube video. And well, I'm recording a YouTube video. They're watching me because I have to stick to my one video a day resolve. So that's what happened today. I played Ultimate Frisbee and it was really fun. I beat the other team. Well, it was a close game, but we won. Then we had a pool party. It was super fun as well. Lots of water balloons, lots of marshmallow making and s'mores and stuff. Excellent, fun time, fun time. Great way to remind myself, school, even though it's important to be grinding, it is good to take some breaks every once in a while and hang out with your friends. So I think with this video today, what I want to cover is just mental health, how to take care of yourself, during high school. And I know for a lot of us, we want to go to the best college possible. We want the best future that is available to us. So sometimes we get so caught up in our goals and ideals that we don't even realize what we're doing to our own body. So in this video, I'm giving you guys a few tips to keep up with your mental health and make sure you're staying in tip-top shape up here so you can be in peak performance in school and be as happy as possible while still continuing to grind successfully. So with that, let's get right into the video. Tip number one, it's a bit obvious, but sleep, breaks, etc. Rest, basically rest. As a growing human being, when you're a teenager, you need lots and lots of rest. And in a high school environment, there's a lot of stress involved that comes with, going to school, lots of homework, etc. So rest is an excellent way of making sure that you keep your mental game tip-top shape, because you want to make sure that, your body feels energized for the day ahead. I'll give you an example. I've talked about this in previous videos as well. This is I think my very first video actually, but when I was in 9th grade, I barely got any sleep at all. I slept maybe 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day maximum, right? And I thought I was fine, but my grades started declining because I was able to focus during tests. My relationships with my friends were, not too well because I felt too tired to communicate with people, etc. So after I started getting more and more sleep later on in 9th grade, and even now, I'm getting 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, sometimes even 10 hours of sleep, right? You want to make sure you get lots of sleep to ensure that your body's getting as much rest as possible to make sure you're in tip-top condition for the next day, as I mentioned before. If you don't get enough sleep, you're going to end up feeling funky the next day, and then you might not be happy. You might be a very different person than you would be if you're well rested, and that might have a personal effect on your first of all, it will definitely have an impact on your mental health, but also it might impact your relationship with your friends, with your teachers, etc., as well as have a direct impact on your grades. And also, to tie in with lots of proper sleep, you gotta make sure you're taking breaks in the middle of your work. I myself am very guilty of being a workhorse. I'm a workaholic, I often find myself sitting down and that's not healthy because I often find myself sitting down for like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours a day without even moving around. And that is not good for you, for obvious reasons. I found out that when I added even a 5-minute break to my, for each hour that I studied, I was getting way more results from my studying, and my grades were improving, and I was feeling a lot more happy. So with that, to recap, tip number one, rest, get lots of good sleep, take breaks. Make sure that you are mentally well rested. Tip number two, social interaction, my friend. I know that you might be, stuck at home all day, especially because of quarantine. A lot of us were stuck at home for a very long time, but things are opening back up. And the best way to cure feelings of, loneliness and isolation was, I said, not be lonely, right? Hang out with your friends or hang out with your fellow students. Arrange maybe study groups, study dates with fellow classmates, etc. Any way that you can get social interaction into your life will always be a benefit, because humans, as a species, we are social creatures. We thrive off of, being around other human beings. And adding on, you don't have to have, like a study plan sort of hangout. You can do it for fun too. Like I said today, I spend most of my day hanging out with my friends, playing, Ultimate Frisbee, playing in the pool, etc. So just make sure that no matter what, if you want to make sure your mental health is staying positive, don't try to take everything on by yourself. Work with friends on homework assignments, through study groups or study dates. Hang out with your friends on a daily basis or as often as you can, with your schedule permitting, to ensure that you're not missing out on any human interaction that we as a species really need. So yeah, to recap, tip number two, make sure that you are hanging out with friends or getting any kind of social interaction, because that's really important to boosting your mental health. And finally, the last tip of this video, 1, 2, and 3, get a hobby. Any hobby works out. You could collect rare baseball cards, you could go biking, you could play the piano, you could play a musical instrument. Literally anything can constitute as a hobby. The only caveat here being it can't be an academic related thing. If it's academic, that defeats the entire purpose of having a hobby, because a hobby is something you do for fun. And no, studying does not count as a hobby, so you cannot count that within your list of hobbies. For example, my hobby, I really enjoy biking. It has nothing to do with anything academic, but I just personally really enjoy it because it makes me feel like, you know, I'm having a positive impact on my life. It gives me a moment of clarity to just think by myself when I'm biking, and it's just a great way to get some exercise. Since, like I said, I'm sitting down a lot during the day, either doing my homework or working on editing YouTube videos or etc. So tip number 3, just to recap, pick up a hobby and you'll find that your mental health will definitely increase because of it. So with that, that's all I have for this video. Stay subscribed and let me know if we should do any more, you know, fun videos soon, kind of like a day in the life maybe, something like that. Yeah, with that, have an excellent day and I'll see you all for the next video, which is tomorrow. So see you guys then and have a great 4th of July and so I'll see you tomorrow.